Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today is paint day. Not very much wind, so I'm gonna have to try and work real quick before the wind picks up because it's been windy as all get out here and I'm painting outside, which don't like to do. But anyway, gotta work with what you got, right? So, figure I'd spin you around, kind of show you the powder coated parts that I got done. And then I wanna show you what we're gonna try and attempt to paint this bike. I know y'all been probably anxious to see what color he's gonna paint it, so I'm gonna show you that. So let's get to that first. All right, so I got the self-etching primer on it. Now we're gonna go with this gold color. On one of the forums, Facebook, one of the mini bike pages, a guy painted a bike, and I've been messaging him and whatnot, real cool fella. And he said he laid down this gold first. Actually, he said he tried it with silver, didn't like it. Then he went back with gold and painted the bike gold, and then went over it with the Duplicolor. This is it's a real light coat. If you ever used this stuff before, if you sprayed over something like silver or whatever, it's a real thin coating. So we're gonna go with this cool green. Let's see if I can show you all the number, or I'll just read it off to you. It's MC203 green anodized. Picked this up at O'Reilly's, I think. So, and after we get done with that, hopefully it's gonna be okay with the 2K for the clear. Because I used this stuff before, really like it. It's very durable, good stuff. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna go with. It's gonna be a gold base with the real shiny green base top coat. So, and then we're gonna clear that baby. But here's all the parts we got laid out. Got the engine bagged up, still waiting on a few things to get painted, like the fan shroud, so we can start getting the engine put back together. But I got the rest of everything else here, all powder coated, spacers and all that. Risers, kickstand, foot pegs, drum, starter, etc. I got that kind of dollied out pretty good. It'll be just fine. But anyway, oh, Little Rascal. Speaking of Little Rascal, let's flip you around. Speaking of the Little Rascal, if y'all haven't heard, Go Power Sports is building 10 Rascal mini bikes. And there's 5 Rascals, 5 Little Rascals. They're all gonna be chromed with a different different theme, different color. I think the one that they're doing right now is black and chrome. Man, that bike is sexy. They're trying to do something a little different to each one. It's $10 a ticket, and all the proceeds go to the Teen Life thing, which is a very good organization to help kids out. So if you go on the website, look down the link in the description below, it gives you all of what the proceeds and everything goes to. So if you place an order, you need to buy parts, some throttle grips or kickstand seat, you buy a whole mini bike, go ahead and buy you a $10 ticket while you're there, or buy 10 tickets, because it's all going to a great cause. So follow them on their page whenever you go on to Go Power Sports. I think there's a link that says something about the Rascal giveaways for the bike, so you can click on there. It gives you all the information, gives you pictures, and also Taylor and all the guys, they have, Jason got YouTube videos also of the bikes as they're building them, you know, so you can kind of see what you're buying the ticket for and when they're going to raffle that off. So make sure y'all go get your $10 ticket or more of them, whatever. All right, so that's what we got going on today. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and start getting stuff hung up on the stand and see if we can lay down some pretty shiny stuff. So let's get to it. Okay, I got the Rust-Oleum, what is it? Vintage Gold. Probably can't even see that because of the lighting. I'm standing in the shade tree. Here we go, how about this? Can you see it now? Probably not. Anyway, it's the Rust-Oleum aged metallic paint and primer in one. Let me tell you one thing about these cans. I'm used to the old can where you got the sprayer right on top instead of this ergonomical, or whatever they call this kind of trigger thing. The paint's pretty good. You got to shake the fire out of it, because seems like the more you shake it, the more the metallic you see coming out of it, more of the flake or whatever. But this can thing, to me, is retarded as all get out, trying to hold the can and get in tight spots, and yeah, I don't know. But hey, that's my own opinion, because I can voice it, because I paid for it. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go check out and see what it looks like. Let's see if we can get some kind of piece that's in the sun. So, yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. I put a real light coat, just to cover up the primer so I could hide the primer a little bit to make sure everything covered pretty good. So my good old redneck stand here. Y'all check this out. Yeah, this is your take you an easy up. Just take your top off of it and makes an awesome paint stand. That way you got plenty of room to get around each piece to paint it. And of course, no sooner, now the wind laid down, but no sooner I got out here to paint this stuff, it was really calm, and I was like, oh great. As soon as I started spraying, the wind picked up. You know, of course, you know what happens there? You lose half your paint because the wind just carries it away. Anyway, it looks pretty good. Got the frame hanging up over here on my other stand. Yeah, folks, look, live over an airport, and this is what happens. Every time you turn the camera on, get flyovers. But anyway, yeah, it turned out pretty good. I don't know if I really like that stuff, because once you start getting to the end of the can, which it feels like it's still got quite a bit in it, those nozzles like to splatter a lot. So, but it kind of lays in pretty good whenever it does splatter. It's kind of goofy. But there's the bars over there. Anyway, we got the gold laid down. Rick's got to get back in the shade. This bald head's burning. Anyway, we got the gold laid down, so we're going to give that a pretty good while. I mean, it's like 110 degrees outside here in Texas, but we're going to give that a while. I think the instructions said on the can, if you're going to use lay a second coat, you do it within the hour, or you have to do it 48 hours later. It's kind of retarded, but that's how chemicals like bend together. So I've never sprayed the anodized stuff over the top of this, so I'm just gonna kind of watch it, at least give it a good probably 30-45 minutes, let it cook out here, and then I'm gonna come do one of the smaller pieces. That way if it doesn't work out, I ain't got to redo a whole big frame. So we're gonna let this chill for a little while. I'm gonna go get hydrated, start shaking paint. I can't see me again. Start shaking that paint, because you got to shake this stuff really good, especially with this gold. Of course, I shook the fire out of it. But I'm gonna start shaking paint, get hydrated, let this cure for a little bit, and then we're gonna lay the green on it and see how that turns out. So let's keep our fingers crossed, see what it does. All right, I got all the gold laid down. Now we're fixing to hit it with a metal cast anodized top coat, which is the green. And make sure I got it shook real well. Got enough dry time on the base coat. Got my respirator. And we're fixing to lay down the green, so let's keep our fingers crossed, see how it turns out. All right, folks, got a little bit of the green. I got a real light coat of the green. This stuff lays down real thin, and I want to try and keep it a good coverage on it, but the more you cover it, the less the gold is coming through to really make it pop, kind of in my opinion. So anyway, I got a real light coat, a good coat over everything. I'm gonna give that about 15 minutes. And it should be good and cooked. Then I'm gonna come back, look for some high-low spots, and give it the final green coat. But let's check it out. Of course, now the sun goes behind the clouds, but anyway, yeah. Let's go over and take a look at this fan shroud. Yeah, I ain't worried about too much about the inside. You ain't gonna see it, but yeah, it laid down pretty good, I think. Trying to hopefully get this done before one of the neighbors decides to mow their yard and blow grass all into everything. And dirt. But yeah, it laid down pretty good. Let's take a gander at the frame. I ain't jumping up on the trailer. My knees are wore out from last night's race. But anyway, yeah, they got laid down pretty good. It's hard to get in some of these tight spots because that stuff is so thin. It wants to like run real easy, so you kind of have to give it a little light squirts. Got a little low spot over there. Need to get that looked at. So, but it lays down pretty good. There's the bars. So I'm gonna go shake another can, drink another half a gallon of water, and yeah, got a little spot right there I gotta touch up. Come back over it one more time, give it a final coat of green, and then we'll start laying the clear coat. Hopefully everything will lay down. So let's get back to it. Alrighty, we got the base laid down. Now we're gonna lay the clear, and the clear that I'm using is this Max 2K, and it's in two-part. It's like an automotive paint, so it even tells you right here on the label that you need to make sure and wear your respirator with it. So how this stuff works, says in instructions you want to shake it for like 2 minutes before you activate it. And right on the top of the cap right here is your plunger that activates it, which this one I already have out. So remove your plunger, turn your can upside down, leave the lid on it, and you insert the applicator on it. And this is kind of tough. Don't whack it with a hammer. Get your applicator started, make sure it's on there good and straight, and you want to punch this. all the way down, just like so. And basically, whenever you punch it all the way down, I don't know if it makes a difference. I usually make sure and plunge it a couple times, hold it. Not that I don't know if it makes a difference or not. That's what I do. Then you can remove your applicator. Then it says you need to shake this very good for like another 2 minutes, and then you're ready to spray. So I just activate it. I'm gonna get the shake, rattle, and rolling, and we're gonna lay the clear on it, see how it turns out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got the green on, or I got the base, got the green. Just got done spraying the clear. And man, it is hot. That stuff is drying as fast as it is coming out of the can. Probably should have waited till the metal wasn't as hot, but hey, whatever. But let's take a look at it, see how it turned out. I don't know if you can tell very good in this light. Let's see if we can look at the fan shot. It's kind of a little bit bigger piece. You know, a little shine, a little sunlight shine on it. Yeah. Gave it one good even coat. Then went back over it, make sure I got all the spots real good. Got the forks. I think they'll jive. Looks pretty good. Got the frame up, hanging up there. I ain't climbing back up there again. Started climbing up and down. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty good. Forks. Yeah, it's pretty shiny. It'll work for what we're doing. It's just a mini bite, you know. It's not like we're painting a Maserati or something. But anyway, let me get back over in the shade. Cool my bald head down. All right, folks, that's gonna be it for today. I think I'm gonna call it good. I'm just gonna leave all this stuff out here. Of course, it'll cook real good in this hot sun, because it's a thermometer on the shop wall there says it's like 102 in the shop. It's a hot puppy today. Anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. I'm gonna call this a wrap on this part. Hey, if you like this painting session or whatever, if you got a comment, leave me a comment below of what I used or whatnot. I'll post that. If you like the video, hey, give me a thumbs up. If it's the first time you're watching, go over there and hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And stay tuned to next videos when we get back on this ARCO after all this stuff dries. And we're gonna start putting this baby back together. It ought to go together pretty quick, I do believe. And then it's gonna be ride time. That's always the fun part. Anyway, we're gonna call it a wrap for today. I'm beat. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon. Y'all take care.